What's up, YouTube? I wanted to give you guys an update of the BioCube 29 and show you some of the new guys that I got in here. I got a rose bubble tip anemone to go with my clownfish. He's actually hosting the anemone, so that's a great thing. Now back there, I don't know where he went. Oh, you can see these green button polyps are starting to encrust onto my rock, so that's a good thing too. I know you notice a lot of zoas in this tank. A lot of these guys were loose pieces that were coming off of my colonies inside the 90, or my frag colonies. They're not really huge yet, but I did manage to save a few pieces, and you know, they're starting to grow and heads are starting to pop out, so that's a good thing. And my yellow goby, he's a happy goby. He likes his tank. Up here I got a bird's nest in the back. I fragged that off a piece of my 90, and I got this green staghorn here, and I got a kind of a purple pinkish acropora back there, and I got a red monty there, hammerhead back there, and another hammerhead over here. Tank's not too heavily stocked yet. I'm still kind of trying to take it slow because it is a nano, so but you know, I'm working on 2 tanks at the same time, so you know, this stuff can get expensive and time consuming. So but I wanted to give you guys an update on what I did with the Reef Keeper. The Reef Keeper, you can see here, I hate those blue LEDs, they're really bright. My pH is at 8.18, so it's almost 8.2, that's not bad. The temperature is at 77 degrees, so my parameters are actually doing pretty good. Up here in the back, you can see where I put my 2 probes for the Reef Keeper, temperature probe and pH probe, and I got an auto top off float switch here. And my fuge is doing awesome. The Chaeto is actually growing exponentially. It actually grows into the sponge of my skimmer, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but you know, it's just letting you know that it's working, so that's a good thing too. And here I put the auto top off line here, so that's where my fresh RO comes into the tank to keep it nice and stable, and you can see it is working. Over here you can see where I cleaned up the mess. Didn't have to plug in too many wires, kind of cleaned it up a lot as far as all the timers and all that junk that was over there before. And last but not least, down below, I wish I had a sump to show you, but I don't. But that's the whole point of having the BioCube with the filtration in the back. Here I mounted up the SO1 module. I don't know if this light's blinding you, but there's the SO1 module, and back there's the AC to DC adapter for my Vortec pump. I kind of just stood it up in the corner just in case any water ever gets on the lines and comes inside here. Everything's drip looped, so you can see how I did it. Those twist ties that come in the packages when you order something new, get a sandwich baggie and save those things. They come in use. You know, they're very handy as far as keeping your wires together and drip looping your equipment to make sure nothing gets damaged. So I would definitely recommend saving some of those, and I would also recommend getting yourself a notebook and writing down your parameters and what you're using the dose with and whatnot, so you can keep track of what's going on with your tank if anything bad ever occurs. Here's my top off reservoir. Now this was the old one from my RO, so you can see there's a hole drilled on the side, and I only fill it up with 3 gallons. Those little black lines indicate a gallon each. But I do plan on installing this one here. This one is bigger, better, and nicer. Should do the trick. I probably plan on putting some kelp washer inside of this tank, just to kind of keep the parameters up and stable. Since there's not too much of a demand for calcium and alkalinity, the kelp washer will probably do just fine for now, and it'll help me buffer my pH to where I want it to be, which should be more on the lines of keeping it over 8.2. But so far, that's what's been going on with the BioCube, guys. It's alive and well, doing good. Everything's growing. You can see the sand bed. They got feather dusters and worms and all kinds of stuff going on in here. So the biological filtration is kicking ass. So I hope you enjoyed. Happy reefing.